What do we need next? Oh, good. Vance is here. She can tell us all about. I look forward to hearing her reaction to this article. I regret having children. It has stripped my life of meaning.
Huh?
Huh?
Excuse me?
Well, I mean, Bezic, you shouldn't have gone for that uterus edition.
It has stripped my life of meaning. Oh, look at me. I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back.
No! Come back.
Get back here, Norse boy.
He actually muted himself. He might have actually fucked off for a phone call. That's still not acceptable. Everything that made my life what has been burnt to ash, and I know other women feel the same, says 35-year-old failure. Sorry, Laura. I'm really bad at reading these names.
No, you're not. You're just a little too accurate.
Yeah. The
child-free movement.
So the pathetic self-interested losers who've never. This is exactly the problem with society. People who've never served anyone but themselves. Selfish, arrogant, self-centered.
They're wastes of space. Yeah. They're absolute wastes of space.
Yeah.
And you know what really pisses me off is you get people like this. You know, this Laura or Flavia or whatever the fuck her name is.
Flavia.
And that too. And it's like she hates being a mother. And I know dozens of women who, if they're married, they want kids, and they can't conceive because of biology. And we're talking like women that are in their most fertile years that can't conceive. And this bitch is like,
I'm thinking we put this bitch and violence in a cage match.
That wouldn't be fair. I mean, violence would have to clean up her hands after pummeling this bitch to just pulp.
Yeah, violence says, what? The meaning of life is to fight for sustenance so that one can reproduce and protect your offspring so they can reproduce.
Exactly.
Yes, Violence, you can use your axe. Basape says it's exactly what you'd expect from the type of woman who writes about herself as a news story. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Child-free movement. Look, you stop basing your identity around bullshit people. If you don't want to have kids, fine. I understand. Kids are nasty, smelly, and disgusting. But don't carry on like it's something virtuous.
Yeah, and I think, the thing that pisses me off is, I would have much rather been a young married father in my early 20s than where I am now. And it's like, seeing people like this is like, well, that's why I can't get where I want in life, because they're manipulating and brainwashing others into like, this is the way to live, career first. And it's like, that's no way to live. You're not living. You're just not fucking living.
Mm-hmm. They're not even trying to live.
No, they're existing.
At least have the decency to admit you're being selfish. Oh, you're not child-free, you're selfish. I'm not going to complain if you're going, look, I've got no interest, I'm not drawn to having kids, and I want to bathe myself in luxury. Fine, fuck it, go have fun. Don't come whine to me when you're 60 and childless, though. But if you end up 60 and happy, good for you. Still don't care. Guess it, but it is being selfish, and there's not necessarily anything wrong with that. Like,
it's like, if they want to do that, fine, but don't make it seem like this grand, glorious lifestyle because you're trying to fill an empty void in your life.
Well, this is why these idiots keep falling for the ESG bullshit. Oh, gotta reduce the population. I'm doing my part, says the weak, pathetic loser.
Yeah. It's like the people who go around and basically, hey, guess what? I just went and I sterilized myself. Cheer for me. It's like, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck the planet, because I would rather live in a planet that is burnt to a crisp and has a happy and thriving family life than this zombie existence we currently have. I'm just completely checked out of modern sensibilities.
Yeah. For God's sake, having kids it is the default. Having kids indicates success. In fact,
Yes.
your kids having kids is the true indicator of success as a animal. Biologically, if you don't have kids, you failed. Your genetic expression ceases to be because evolution has determined that you are not fit to survive.
Well, I don't know if I would consider that evolution this day and age.
Well,
but
no, it's not.
traditionally speaking,
Yeah,
yes.
not this necessarily, but from an evolutionary standpoint, if you do not breed, you are not fit for survival. Problem is,
Yep.
what is the evolutionary pressure? Because the evolutionary pressure seems to be going in the wrong direction. The evolutionary pressure seems to be for stupid people to breed and for actual smart people to be too busy doing smart people things to have kids. This is see the documentary Idiocracy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if I'd even necessarily say smart people in the sense of, intellectual
Oh
things.
yeah, I'm not
but
talking
it's
about
like, yeah,
IQ.
they're too-
I'm talking about
yeah.
people who are capable of doing other things with a level of creativity and intellect. Your local mechanic counts as far for this because they're useful
I'll
and
agree there.
productive.
And they're not so single-minded as these people do for a hedonistic life.
No. And if you just want to live a hedonistic life, fine. Just stop whining about it and stop pretending it's virtuous.
Yeah.
Just fuck off over there and die out faster.
Yeah, and if you have to go to Canada to help yourself get there faster, well, that's on you.
Yep. Base Ape says people have a duty to reproduce. Not doing so makes you not only a parasite taken from society and not doing your part, but also the enemy of society as you've decided to actively destroy. Especially
Yes.
that last one. Because people who don't want children have no incentive to preserve society. I was going to say people who don't have kids, but that would exclude people who want them. People who want kids also want to preserve a society that would be worth bringing kids into. Hell, in fact,
Yep.
they might be more inclined to do something good for society, because if they're waiting on society to be better, hopefully they're actively working towards it.
Hey yo, I'm back. What's up?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was legit. Okay.
Yeah, it was actually legit, huh?
What was legit?
Your call.
Yes, my call was legit.
We were speculating that you were just being a coward.
Oh no. I'm dude. With what I've gone through, if I've done that shit, I would have done it during the fucking change.
Yeah.
Christ.
Violence, you might be. Yeah. You need live chat, not top chat, to see all the good stuff. Because
I wish they disabled that feature.
it should just be
Oh,
everything.
I wish we could turn it up ourselves. You
Hmm.
know, the streamer could decide.
Yes, disable top chat for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, so what else?
Yeah, I'm not surprised it keeps switching back because it's YouTube and they're evil.
Yes. Blah 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 blah. The idea of my two kids not existing is traumatic. Right, so you're an idiot. So you think that, so you'd be traumatized if you didn't have your kids, but you're whining that if there was some sort of time machine that would also raise my knowledge of them, I would absolutely go child free. Right, you're whining that having kids is hard. Yes, everything worth having is difficult.
Exactly.
Anything that can be accomplished without effort is a scam.
Is it just me, or does it seem like this person believes that after I've had my kids, I'll go back to the way I was when I was a kid?
Yes.
Newsflash, you don't.
Yeah.
Nor should you want to return to the way things were.
Anything that requires no effort is a scam, and whether that's a scam by the global elitists at the WEF or by the shady scumfucker around the corner who wants to steal your credit card makes no real difference. And
A scam is a scam.
anything easy
or
isn't
even
worth
you're robbing
having.
yourself.
Yeah. Exactly. I was always on the fence when it came to having kids. I used to say I'd be child-free, yet I also felt the pressure of everyone telling me I'd change my mind. Blah, 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 blah. Basically, you have no principles and you can't stand behind them anyway.
Yep.
Pretty much.
And then, let's see, the next paragraph. Everyone talks about this incredible love you'll feel for your kids. My mother said, you won't know what love is until you have kids. It's hard work, but worth it. And that having kids will bring your life meaning. I'm sure this is true for some people, but I've never felt this way because you're a soulless bitch.
Yes. Also, maybe
Yes.
lay off the SSRIs while you're pregnant.
Yeah. Oh, but it's like she's then like, oh, I love my kids, and yes, I'll do anything for them. But it's this all-consuming love that feels like nothing I've known before has brought my life new meaning. No, well, then you're doing it wrong.
Well, stop being a hedonistic shithead and actually love your kids. It's not that fucking difficult.
Yeah.
Most people love their cats. Like at least the kid's actually yours and will be around for longer.
Unfortunately, I think this woman would hate caring for plants.
It does seem that way.
She
Or
doesn't
help.
like caring for anything. She
Dear-
only cares about herself.
Dear crazy cat ladies, your cats won't look after you when you get old. They'll just eat you.
I mean, well, that's kind of why I like the cats, because at least they'll eat them.
Yes.
Do something useful with the corpse.
Well, the cats will need something to eat for the 3 months it takes until someone notices the cat lady dripping from the ceiling.
Oh my god, you have no idea how often that has happened in Norwegian.
Oh, I bet I do.
First-
It's really common for old people to die having nothing because they've either not had kids or they've treated them so poorly they have nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, in Norway, old people tend to be
On
left
that
alone
note,
because they are
On that
grown
note,
to be-
everyone, if you like your parents, call your fucking mother right now. Leave the stream, go call your fucking mother.
That's actually
Longest-
what happened. My mom called me.
Yeah, international calls are free. There's no fucking excuse to not be in touch with your parents if you like them. Go call them
Yeah.
now. They don't care if you're waking them up at 3 in the morning. They'll probably still be happy to hear from you after they get over the
Mom,
heart attack.
I love you, Mom. I love you, Mommy.
Like, oh God, what's happened? Have you murdered someone again, Trim?
No, the weird angry man on the internet yelled at me and told me to call you.
He has an Australian accent. He keeps calling me a cunt.
Yeah. Medger, I'm hearing you on that. And he's saying, starting to wish I had kids at this point in my life. Yeah, I mean, I tell you, as a man who is currently single and no kids or anything like that, and definitely getting up there, I fucking hate it. I actively hate that part of my life. It's like I do all sorts of other meaningful things in my life, and it's not like I'm not active and out and social and things like that. But it's like there's just that void, and I feel it more and more the older I get. And it's like, why am I doing all this? Why am I fighting and suffering every day through the bullshit of other people when what am I advocating for?
Mhm.
And that bothers me deeply.
What,
There you go. There's
that's,
bleach bitch of the day.
that kind of relates back to what I was talking about. If you have no investment in the world 30 years from now, what the fuck's the motivation to improve things? Why not just let it all fucking burn?
Yeah. And I look around and it's like, why am I fighting to preserve anything in my current society? And part of me is like, well, it's for my friends' kids.
But why
Who
do
I
why do you
am a
why
surrogate
do you
uncle
think
for, but
why do you think that I am so willing to just drop my entire life and move to America? What do you think would if I had a legitimate, actual, real offer of permanent residency in the United States tomorrow, plane leaving in the fucking morning? Do you think there'd be anything other than shoving the cat into the cargo hold, pressurized and reheated, that would slow me down?
maybe what family connections you've got, but
Mm-hmm.
that's like, well, it's not your future, it's where you are now, but you can't always hold on to that future the way, well, you can't hold on to the present like you can cling to the future and the
Yes.
hope.
Yeah.
Sorry for the most depressing segment of the Sultans of
Well,
Shadowland.
hopefully everyone missed that because they were off calling their mothers.
Yeah, but the
Yes.
thing is, though, you say it isn't depressing. It's more realistic, and it's not over until it's fucking over. You still have a chance, dude. I mean, I have friends who.
I would like to introduce you to the
made
concept of
families before they
Australia.
died. Yes, but basic, you're still alive, and you're still gonna get out of there eventually. We just need to, everybody donate to Sons of Shadowley for his transtexanism.
Yes. Hopefully that executive order expires soon. Stupid fucking government.
Just go Title 40 to it. Get a good tan, go up. Learn a couple words in Spanish, like no habla anglais.
Is that the
Whatever the
trick?
fuck
Come
it is,
over the southern border, then trick a woman into having a kid and go, look, anchor baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Violence is asking, can you weld or operate a fork truck?
Are you forklift certified?
a little bit and no. Oh dear. Oh Lord above.
Medger can.
Yeah, Magic can.
So.
Yeah, give Major a call. What else did we need?
And at least Medger points out it's sobering more than depressing, and you got to grapple with your demons. Yeah, well, I mean,
I just
the
I
irony
just
of my-
wish I couldn't name my demons.
we don't need you pointing to the government of Australia again.
Well, I was also going to start listing the heads of state of every other failed Western country.
Oh, that we don't have time for that.
Yeah, see the last 97 episodes. Right, so our worthless sack of crap says that she feels endless guilt for knowing the answer to the question. If you go back in time, would you change your mind about kids? Blah, blah, blah. Unimaginable taboo to talk about regret. So everyone gives you the answer, blah, 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 blah. Right, so you're pathetic, you're mentally unstable, and because all you've... Have you tried actually raising your kids? Does she actually spend time with her kids, or is she a working mother?
Do you honestly think she fucking does when she writes shit like this?
Try spending 16 plus hours a day with your kid. I hear it's good for the hormones. Marku says he's a professional welder, but he needs connections in America to get a job.
Hey.
I mean, Newport News shipyards always hiring welders.
If you enjoyed this segment from the Sons of Shadowley podcast, please consider joining us live exclusively on rumble.com/c/Sons of Shadowley. A special thanks to our Subscribe Star supporters who you can currently see scrolling past on your screen.